Alright, so hello everyone, and this is the Destiny 2 Open Beta 1.3 patch, and we will touch on the more part, but right now what I was really wanting to touch on is what the update entails, which is a lot of things. You can kind of see from the standpoint of seeing where it comes from. Let me pull up the scene drop real quick. So more than likely my audio might have cut off right there, but what I just showed you was the Bungie server. And in the Bungie server, it literally reads that the update of 1.03 is now available for download on PlayStation 4 and addresses the stability and issues that is caused by Russian localization. So there's a lot of people in Russia that really love playing Destiny. So good for them. You made the server stronger, and we appreciate that. Now, if I can just zoom out, you can kind of see once I was there, you know, how big but how little that yielded. Now I'm going to go ahead and just show you really quickly how detailed the Rolling Stone page is, and then I'll come back and we'll do the overlay scene for like me talking about the update and the more. Okay, so in the Rolling Stone, it really details almost everything you want as a gamer for as far as figuring out like what it is. And this is their projections, and they kind of got from the feedback, probably more than likely from Bungie, and understanding that. But you know, as you can see, besides the localization of Russia and their server fix and helping that around the world, so Russia can play with us and we can play Russia. Who doesn't want to play Russia? They count too. You know. One of the most important parts of this update, personally I found for myself, which actually enticed me to want to play it a little bit more, because I like to think that I'm a decent player, and I want to kind of see my rank on that, is the fact that they have competitive now in Crucible geared up to be by skill, and that was one of the things in 1.03 that they're testing. Now one of the cool things is 1.02 was the testing ground for people that bought it, pre-ordered it, got the early beta pass, but now everyone has this pass, so they released the full kind of beta 1.3ish, so you're getting a really cool standpoint of understanding like what you can actually expect from this now as we push into beta. And then there'll be some like finite tunes that they'll take, because Bungie did openly very much invite the fact that they wanted feedback from people. So if you do have an idea, they're openly doing that. And on the Rolling Stones page in the back, I think there's a link to it on the bottom. You can definitely follow it up. Analyze, leave a comment, like, dislike, whatever you want on this video too. But what I'm getting at before I smash the shit out of my keyboard like I'm fucking Bruce Banner, I'm gonna throw it down for a split second. And I'll just go ahead and start that so it gives us a cooler background. But as you see Destiny 2 in the background, and kind of this whole point of looking at it, we look at the cooperative play that leads into the Crucible and it being a lot more stronger, and that for the prioritization for streamers and people that have good skills. So you're gonna have brackets almost like Tom Clancy's Division when you went to the Dark Zone, and in the very beginning you didn't have this division of like point and pun intended of having players that were really good with really good weapons and all this other shit, and just letting them go to town on people that aren't as good, and then also the prioritization of the people that aren't as good getting on there. So it's like, dude, you kind of got to earn your skill, and it kind of makes sense. If people are making an industry out of this with streaming, that is their business, and you know, I think that they should cater to those people, because there are people out there that just want to watch the game, to get into the game. Those are the next people that will, you know, climb up the step ladder, that has that aspiration. You never know when that next gamer is going to come that's just going to fucking go .com on your ass. But the point that I'm getting at, to put in, you know, HTTP like freaking frontline on that one, is looking at like what we invested into like Destiny 1, and this goes into more of the portion of it, because like we've gotten past the point where we see the prioritization, which was the major point for PvP for Crucible, And they kind of fixed some stuff apparently on like the grenade launching systems, a lot of the weapon systems pushing for like Destiny 2. And that was like the major part of the update. It wasn't too big. It was like kind of stabilization, them kind of integrating the overlay, which you can kind of see they did take Destiny 1 and kind of tuned it up to look like a nice Corvette and repolished it and sent it out for us, even though we kind of knew it was a Stingray or an AC or whatever. Point being is, we understand the beast underneath was lacking in the first one. I'm not gonna lie, the game was horrible. Bungie and Activision teamed up, and I feel like I got taken advantage over and bent over the 50 states, and I didn't like it because they kept selling us all this story that apparently was filled in it, not filled in it. But that's my portion of the more. Do you guys and gals appreciate the Destiny story originally what it was? Do you like the intro, the storyline of this? Personally, me, I thought it looked kind of cool, but it really wasn't impressive. After talking to my friend, and he was looking at the frame rates for Destiny 1 in-game was a very stunningly 1080p fucking 30 frames per second, and the cutscenes were in obviously 60 frames, which is great. It's probably a 4K compressed into that, so it obviously gets that stability where it looks really great. But you're not really getting anything that's designed super special. And he went on to lead on to kind of give me this advice of the forewarning of should you get Destiny 2. And the only reason I purchased it was to get the early beta, to kind of stream it, kind of get the information out there, but mainly because I knew my friends on day one were going to get it too. So it was inevitable. Either I can sit there and not play with my friends, or I can sit there and buy the game and play with my friends. And that's one thing that Bungie does do really well. Unfortunately, they don't do really well with Activision, but they do well with their communities. They always kind of feeding back. I mean, yeah, that was kind of a rough ride, but they kind of did okay. You know what I mean? They weren't cash-hungry, grubbing cows. So you didn't have to worry about that. The more that I want to focus on is literally just that. Does it seem fair? Does it seem like it's complete? Do you think we're going to get short-sold like we did in the first one when I beat the first storyline so fast and I was like, that's it? But the game is set to be PvP and it is set to be Crucible. It does have all this stuff, but when game developers don't get to actually aspire to make what they want, and a game developer, the lead game developer that designs a game, walks away from a project and says fuck you to the company, and the company's like, well cool, now we can make this pizza style, let's go ahead and make this a slice and a DLC, and then you end up here where you feel like you've been almost like through a Call of Duty journey, where you feel like $300 later I invested into one season pass of a year. This is great. It's a franchise by paying by fucking season. You really want to be that. It's like the Adobe pay by season bullshit. And we should really, as a gaming community and everyone, come together and stop that shit. I'm just saying, man. We, the gamers, have the fucking power to move the weight of the world. Because guess who buys their merchandise? We do. So, let's make this effective, guys and gals. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I am really curious. If I left anything out on the informational points besides what I've shown you, definitely look at the links that are on the side. And if you got more information past that, add it to the list in comments. Definitely down to hear what's going down. But this is me. This is M7 signing off. I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly look at the dash real quick. Which seems like we just got enough just to kind of get a 6-minute video, which is really great. And I was able to showcase some stuff and give you guys a little bit more knowledge into what 1.3 is, what 1.3 will air in for today's starting date for most PlayStation 4s. Now, maybe since Bungie is kind of more loyal to Microsoft fans, they might have gotten a little bit earlier than that, because I heard the 21st, they were already kind of leaking directly on it, and it's the 22nd. I just got mine literally at noon. But anyways, guys, gals, stay tuned in the M7 channel. I will be playing this, probably not today. I'm definitely going to be looking towards playing Destiny maybe in the near future, definitely before beta ends with some of my friends.